Welcome back. Some neighborhoods right here in Western New York are still living in the aftermath of radioactive waste from 70 years ago.
They come out in hazmat suits, and sometimes they cordon off the whole area and decontaminate before they leave, and it's kind of scary.
Kind of scary is an understatement. News 4's Jordan Williams, you see him right there. He's looking into this issue, and he joins us on the couch right now with a preview of his special report into this. Can you tell us anything about where these neighborhoods are located?
Well, a lot of concern. There's a neighborhood right to the north of this old landfill. It's no longer being used as a landfill, and it's in Erie County. So we found out about this kind of by looking through information that was out there. Not much has been reported on this in the better part of the last decade or so. And as you look at these pictures, these people's fences literally are right next to this landfill. And it's interesting, this particular family told me they built their house. They thought it was kind of their dream home in the suburbs back in the 60s. And they knew they were next to a landfill, but they obviously had no idea that this waste was there. The waste was first discovered by the federal government around 1990. So, you know, we're going on 20 plus years now, more than 20 years, obviously, that some federal folks have known that it's there.
And what was their initial reaction when they first found out?
The federal government or the neighbors?
The homeowners.
I think the homeowners were stunned. They immediately started thinking about their health, their safety, what they've been exposed to all these years. Also the safety of some of their animals. They told me in particular that some of their dogs have been sick through the years. You know, since the word has spread that we're doing this story, you know, there's been a lot of mentions on News 4 in the past couple of days about this. We just got a phone call this morning. I was just checking my voicemail from a guy who says that his animals have been sick. He also lives on this particular street. So obviously quite a bit of concern here.
Is that something that often happens with your investigative pieces, that right when we start to publicize that we're doing them, that you hear more and more people have been affected by the same issue?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, people, you know, people love to reach out to us, and we certainly love to take your tips. You know, investigates@WIVB.com, the best way to get in touch with us. You can always shoot us an email directly, just jordan.williams@WIVB.com, because, you know, you needed to know that we do take your tips seriously. And even on a piece like this that is ready to run, I'm going to be following up with this particular man who called us this morning and see if there's anything that we can include in the story from his perspective.
Okay, so the full piece airs tonight on News 4 at 6. Are they warning people now who are maybe looking to move into this neighborhood about this waste?
Interesting. One of the homeowners told me that if they were ever to sell, they would have to alert any potential buyers to what's behind their home. We should also point out the federal government, it's the Army Corps of Engineers that's involved in this. A lot of times people would assume it's the EPA, but not this time. Different federal group involved, because this is waste that's tied to the Manhattan Project from the creation of the bomb back in the 1940s, right? So we're talking, you know, waste that somehow has been connected to that. So it's the Army Corps of Engineers, and they say right now there's no immediate threat because it's buried just below the soil. So we're going to be talking about long-term cleanup options. You know, who would pay for this? You can guess. We're already talking, you know, well into the millions.
All right, that's very interesting. News 4's Jordan Williams. Thanks again for a preview of this investigation tonight on News 4 at 6. We appreciate it.